Hey guys, Pample here, on a Tekkit server. Not my usual Tekkit server though, because today we're doing another episode of Let's Rate. And this time, we're dealing with explosives. So, as usual, for my Let's Rate series, we are going to have our usual items. Now, first off, the arrow is for accuracy in the explosion. Basically meaning, like, if you wanted to use explosives to destroy a building of yours, but you didn't want to destroy your neighbor's house for some reason, or destroy the grounds that your house was standing on, then the better accuracy that your explosive has, the better. Feathers are for safety to people and or animals around you. If the explosion hurts people or has a blast radius of damage, it will not get any feathers. Blaze powder is for destruction. So if it has a big destruction radius and it makes a big hole, it'll get more blaze powder. Wrenches are for easy to make or cheap to craft or whatever you want to call it. And gold nuggets is profit, meaning how much stuff you can get out of the explosion, like item-wise. So, let's get started, get our armor on, because this is probably going to be a little dangerous. So, to start off, we have our basic TNT. Hopefully, everyone playing Tekkit knows how to make this. 5 pieces of gunpowder and 4 pieces of sand. So, let's set this baby off. Alright. Pretty decent explosion. Now, let's rate. In terms of accuracy, the explosion is small enough that if you have an idea of what you're doing, you could probably control what areas you'd put TNT in to blow it up. So I'd be willing to give 1 arrow for accuracy. However, as most people do know, if you are dealing with more than 1 block of TNT, primed TNT has the ability to move around in all 3 dimensions pretty much if it's pushed by another source of motion, like another piece of exploding TNT or gravity. Now, for safety, I was only a couple blocks back and I did not feel it, so I'm going to give 2 feathers. Blast radius is pretty decent. It makes a good explosion, and if in big groups, it could be even better. So I'm going to give it 2 pieces of blaze powder. For the wrench, I'd say that these are relatively easy to make. I mean, sand is really not hard to come by. The only hard thing to get is actually gunpowder, and that's still not that hard to get. Because if you can't fight a creeper, then you're probably not ready to work with explosives. And as for profit, let's see. Well, it looks like I got probably around 1/3 of the dirt, maybe a little more, and the redstone torch. So I'm going to give it 2 nuggets for profit. Alright, there goes TNT. Move on to our next test. This one is part of the equivalent exchange mod, and it's called the Nova Catalyst. All you need is a piece of regular TNT and a piece of Mobius fuel, and you get 2 of these. And just for the record, Mobius fuel is made out of 4 pieces of alchemical coal and a philosopher's stone. Philosopher's stone is made out of 4 pieces of redstone, 4 glowstone dust, and a diamond. And going back here, alchemical coal is made out of 4 pieces of coal and the philosopher's stone. And for those of you who are not aware of equivalent exchange, the philosopher's stone does not get used up in the crafting, and you can use it an unlimited amount of times. Anyways, without further ado, let's blow it up. Ta-da! Wow. Okay. Had a pretty decent, kind of choppy explosion, but pretty decent. Oh dear. And it appears that everything is already in my inventory. That is actually part of the equivalent exchange explosives thing. Anyways, let's rate. For accuracy, I honestly think this explosion does not deserve anything for accuracy. Because, unless you're destroying the top floor of a skyscraper, there's really no hope of accuracy. Safety, 3 feathers, because I was standing right there. I didn't feel anything. Don't think that sheep fell anything. Blaze powder, it was a pretty decent explosion, so I'm willing to give it 3 pieces of blaze powder for that explosion. Easy to make, kinda. I'm willing to give this one 2 wrenches since I gave TNT 3, because this one is relatively easy to make. I mean, you do need a couple complicated items, but it's fine. Profit, 4 gold nuggets, because I got everything. I'm pretty sure. Maybe even more. Probably not, but still, that was pretty good. I mean, it appeared right in my inventory. Get out of my pack. Okay. Moving on. I believe the next one's over here. Yep, here it is. Next one, we have the upgraded version of the Nova Catalyst, and this is the Nova Cataclysm. At least I think that's what it's called. And this is made by taking a Nova Catalyst and a piece of Eternalis fuel. And Eternalis fuel is made out of 4 pieces of the Mobius fuel that we showed before, and each piece of Mobius fuel is made out of 4 alchemical coal, and each alchemical coal is made out of 4 pieces of regular coal and the Philosopher's Stone. So therefore you will need 64 pieces of regular coal to get a piece of alchemical coal. And now that I'm done with math, let's blow it up. Okay, it kind of glitched out on me, but it'll still blow up. See? Wow. Uh-oh. Fell in. Oh dear. That filled my inventory. As you can see by this black ball, there's still more items to be picked up. Because with the equivalent exchange, with these kind of things, it's convenient because it turns all the items into a black ball, and when you pick it up, you get them all. Get out, 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 get out. Good enough. Okay, looking at my mini map and comparing the size from the Nova Catalyst explosion, I'd say this is a bit bigger. So let's rate. Accuracy, once again, nothing, because this is a really uncontrolled explosion. Safety, once again, I will give it 3 feathers. Destruction, 4, because that was good. Now, for easy to make, I guess I'll give it a wrench, because, I mean, it's kind of easy to make, but still, it's kind of expensive. And profit, once again, 4 gold nuggets, because not only did you get everything, but you got a lot of stuff. Moving on to the next one. First, I'm going to empty my inventory, so I'll be back in a quick second. Okay, I'm back, and here we are at the next item. This is not ITNIT, this is Industrial TNT. How it's made: 3 pieces of regular TNT and 6 pieces of flint will give you 4 pieces of Industrial TNT. How that works, getting like 4 out of 3, I don't know, but be happy about it. And also, I've kind of got a bit of a test here. I've got a piece of sandstone, 2 pieces of wool, and a rock. And I'll explain why in a second. Ow. Okay. Now, as you can see here, we have the sandstone, piece of wool, another piece of wool, and some stone, along with all this dirt. Just to prove to you that stuff doesn't get destroyed when using the Industrial TNT. Now, accuracy, definitely did not make very deep of a hole, so I guess I'll give it an arrow for accuracy. Safety, no, because it is dangerous. I got hit by that, as you saw. I guess I'll give it 1 blaze powder for destruction, because it's not the biggest hole, really. Easy to make, yeah. I'll give it 2 wrenches. And profit, I'll give it 2 gold nuggets, because although we do give everything, we don't get a lot, because it's a small explosion. Yada yada yada. Okay. Next one is the big mama of all the explosives, the nuke. And it's so big that they don't even give me a recipe for it. Oh well. Anyway, I'm not even too sure why they do it. Maybe just to protect servers or whatever. But either way, I have one, so we're gonna blow it up. I'm gonna run. Tree will not protect me. Ow. Wow. Okay. That was the nuke. Here we are in the crater. Oh, here's my redstone torch. And it appears that the only thing that can survive a nuclear explosion is flowers. Because the only thing I'm able to collect here are the flowers that were planted on the grass before the nuke went off. Okay. This cow appears to be okay, but I think he was probably damaged in the explosion. Either way, I wouldn't eat his meat once he's gotten processed and everything. Oh, and looky here, corpses of a chicken, and an apple tree corpse. How lovely. Oh, hey, my chest from the last one still stands. Cool. Anyways, now that we're in our crater, let's rate. Alright. Accuracy, not a chance. That is so unable to control. Unless you were, like, planning on destroying just a whole middle of a continent without hurting any of the continent around it. Maybe. Safety? No way, buddy. Destruction? Yeah. Wrench? Well, considering that the recipe's hidden and all that good stuff, I'm not going to give it any wrenches, just because the recipe is kind of hard to find. As for profit, it's not going to get any, because in all honesty, I could have collected flowers without blowing up the landscape. Just saying. So yeah, great destruction tool. Just fun to have if you're bored on Tekkit, and not much else. Moving on. Had to put the next section pretty far away, just to make sure it wouldn't get blown up with the nuke. This here is a TNT cart. It is TNT in a cart. Regular TNT in a regular cart. So anyways, chest here. And here I have it on regular track, followed by powered track, followed by primer track, which is, I believe, is what you use to set off the TNT cart. Then a launcher, so it'll get launched off into the distance. So, push! Here we go. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Look at all that sand. Actually got a decent amount of sand out of that. Cool. Anyways, back to my chest, and let's rate. Accuracy. Now, I'm willing to give this an arrow for accuracy, just because you can place it on a track, and you can send the track pretty much anywhere before you set the TNT off. So I figure it deserves an arrow for that. Safety, I'm going to give it 3 feathers, because since it's on the track, you can pretty much be anywhere and have this thing get off. You don't even have to be anywhere near the track or the TNT cart, and it'll still blow up for you. So plenty of safety. Blaze powder, I'll give it 2 because it was a semi-decent explosion. Easy to make, I'll give 2 wrenches because both of those are basically really basic materials, vanilla Minecraft stuff. And for profit, I'll give 2 because we did get what appears to be most of our items, if not all. Moving on, here comes the fun part. Alright, I'll just move some stuff out of my inventory, like so. Okay. Next part is throwing weapons that go boom. The first one is dynamite. Now this dynamite is made by 2 pieces of gunpowder and a piece of string, and you get 2 of them. And they are stackable, and when you right click, you throw them. I did that wrong. Oh. There we go. Yes. There we go. See? Rapid click, see what happens. There you go. That's dynamite. So let's rate this piece of dynamite. Accuracy, I will give 2 arrows because you can throw this wherever you want. And if you know throwing physics, you are set. Now, for safety, I'll give 1 feather, because as long as you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. Blaze powder, I'm only going to give 1, because it's a pretty weak explosion, but that's kind of expected, but still, it's good. Wrench, I'll give it 3, because it's really easy to make, easier than I think TNT. Well, I don't know, that's debatable. Oh well. And for profit, I'll give it 1, because although it's a little hard to tell from the explosion, I don't think we got all that much out of it. And either way, it's a pretty small explosion, so it doesn't really matter. This one is also dynamite. Is there a difference? Yes, there is. First off, you just throw this one the same way you throw the one before. It goes off. And it makes a perfect 3 by 3 hole. And you can place it in the ground like this. And you click them and they get set off. And all that good stuff. You can just throw them. Your choice. Does not matter to me what you do with your life or your dynamite. Just don't throw it at me. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's rate. Now, for accuracy, I'm going to give it 4 arrows because you know exactly the size of the hole it's going to make. You can place them on the ground, and it's a small explosion. Safety, I will give 3, because I don't believe that I got harmed out of that at all. I mean, from standing on explosion, so yeah, they are safe to use either way. Blaze powder, however, I'm not going to give any, because it's only a 3 by 3 hole, and I think at maximum a 3 by 3 by 3 cube, if possible, and yeah. Anyways, I forgot to show the recipe. It's TNT and a piece of string, and you get 8 of them, so I will give it 4 wrenches for crafting, because that's really easy. And for profit, I will give 2, because you did get everything out of it, even though the explosion was kind of small. Last one is sticky dynamite. Sticky dynamite is made by surrounding 8 pieces of dynamite with a piece of sticky resin. And if you've already forgotten, you craft 8 pieces of dynamite when you craft this kind of dynamite. So it all works out. Anyways, what sticky dynamite is, well, I hope you're perceptive enough to guess this one. Although it doesn't seem like it, it sticks to the wall. Here, I'll aim for the top. I missed the top. That's okay. The top again. See, it'll explode where it first hits. Pay no attention to the fact that it's kind of glitching out on my computer. That's not the dynamite's work. That's Minecraft. Or Tekkit. Anyways, for accuracy, I'm going to give 5 arrows. Because this thing can stick to walls, it can pretty much go anywhere, and it's the same controlled explosion as regular dynamite. For safety, same as the regular dynamite, because once again you don't really get hurt, and if you throw it, you'll be fine. Blaze powder, none, because it's the same. Wrenches, I'll give this one 2, because it's a little bit harder to craft. You need some knowledge in Tekkit before you can actually go around and blow up your world. And profit, I'll give it 1. Alright, so that's it for this episode of Let's Rate. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, comment, favorite, whatever, if you want to see more of these, and I probably will keep doing them anyways. And also, my usual disclaimer, please do not get into big fights about your own opinions on my videos, because I really just don't want a flame war in my comment section. So, yeah, I've been Pample. Thanks for watching.